Good evening everyone. Today in this video we will fight against the atmosphere of our world around us, as we do in every video on this channel. And today we will talk about the largest orphanage in the world, which was recently formed. And this largest orphanage in the world is Poland. Yes, the state of Poland. Nominally the state of Polish people, but seemingly not ruled currently not ruled by the people who share the same interest as Polish people, because due to the clashes in the Ukraine between Russian forces and some Ukrainian forces and also some mercenary forces, many people left their houses and many of them went to Poland. Poland welcomed them. Polish government organized a lot of aid, a lot of support, actually gave them many more privileges than even citizen of Polish state have. Even ethnic Polish people do not have as many privileges. Free transportation, benefits for kids, almost free accommodation. Many Polish people motivated by feelings, this is not a good advisor, also shared their houses and homes with so-called Ukrainian refugees. And after a long time, guests have such feature that they are like fish. After some time they start to stink. So conflicts between hosts and guests will erupt soon, as more serious conflicts, in my opinion, will erupt soon. And our government also offered a lot of financial support to Ukraine, also gave thousands of tons of petrol to Ukraine, many tanks, armed vehicles, other military equipment were given for free to Ukrainian forces. So our government behaves like a stepmother, really awful, vicious stepmother, who surely doesn't love, and also doesn't like her stepkids. That's why I called Poland, nowadays Poland, the largest orphanage, orphaned home in the world, because a Polish nation currently, even nominally, doesn't have any ruling elite. They are serving one of the representatives of ruling elite even said that they are servants of Ukrainian nation, not Poland. Many of them are saying glory to Ukraine, but I have never heard any of them saying glory to Poland. So they were never very much patriotic towards Poland and Polish affairs, but now they are clearly showing that they don't care about Polish people, their history, their heritage, their values. So Polish people became orphans in their own country, and now there is no larger orphanage in the world than Polish state. Why did it happen? It's worth thinking about it, and I think that I know the answer. Because what does remind us such behavior? I mean the behavior that a current Polish, in quotation, ruling elite manifested. This is typical behavior of elite of colonial state, that they are serving all to the metropole that occupies the colonial land, and they want to send their kids and later themselves, after serving some years in the colonial government, they want to get some position in the metropolitan power and spend their old years there with good salaries, with good living conditions, appanages in general, in short. So they have all the same symptom, that they would like to sell themselves good by not serving Polish people but serving the interest of foreign powers. Mainly currently Germany, a little bit United States, France, and Israel, but mainly Germany. That's why, uh, because Western world also is involved in the current conflict between Russia and Ukraine, but they do not want to share and carry the burdens of this conflict. So it's good to keep all of these refugees, all of these mothers, children, older and sick people who escaped from this unpleasant situation, which is on the east from the Polish border. It's always good for Western powers to keep them in Poland on Polish costs. And still, despite everything, peacefully keep the trade ongoing between their companies and Russian companies, use Russian resources, having their brands, shops and goods sold in Russia, doing money, and so on and so on and so on. And at the same time, for propaganda reasons, pretending how pro-Ukrainian they are, but it's always good to keep these problematic refugees outside in different country than in your own country, because in 2015 West that it's completely underwhelmed and crazy about multiculturalism and neo-Marxist ideas financed by great companies which are using leftist ideologues to keep Western societies stupid, dumb and easy to control and easy to exploit for great companies. So the Western elite, political elites, because no longer political business elites, because no longer cultural political elites, they are no longer cultural. In 2015 they simply slipped on their political agenda, taking many refugees from North Africa and Middle East, and so some of them even were coming from Central Asia, and later they didn't know what to do with these people, whom they took, mainly young marauders from the army or lazy ones who didn't want to work, or nomads. They wanted to just relocate them by force to other European countries. Not all of these countries agreed, so they learned that taking too many refugees at once, even if you are crazy about new Marxist agenda, can be painful. So now they want to keep Ukrainian Eastern refugees in Poland on Polish cost, and still peacefully and profitably trade with Russia and pretend defenders of the so-called, in quotation, free world and European values. What are the European values? Trust me, I don't know. If someone knows, please explain this to me in commentaries, in your comments, because I really don't know what European values are in the according to the definitions promoted by neo-Marxist. So this is cynical game, and our Polish colonial elite simply follows the rules of this cynical game. They hope to get in the future some nice lucrative positions in the Western administration or companies, like big pharma, like construction companies, like resources exploration companies. That's why they are selling their own people they were supposed to rule. They leave them alone, they sell them like vicious stepmother. So as I said, Poland is now officially the largest orphanage in the world. All the best. I wish you pleasant evening. Take care. Bye.